कश्मीर तो जन्नत है ना, जन्नत में तूफान है क्यों, हक तो हैवानों के भी है, दर्द में फिर इंसान है क्यों, ये है मेरी अपनी जन्नत, मुझको इसमें रहना है। कश्मीर तो जन्नत है ना, जन्नत में तूफान है क्यों, हक तो हैवानों के भी है, दर्द में फिर इंसान है क्यों, ये है मेरी अपनी जन्नत, मुझको इसमें रहना है।
We have a short program today just to apprise our Saudi brothers and the local community about the struggle of the Kashmiri people who are under the illegal occupation of India, and also apprise the struggle and sacrifices made by our Kashmiri brothers in the occupied valley of Jammu and Kashmir. So, to begin with this program, I would request the stage to start this a mournful event with the sacred name of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to whom we believe and to whom we owe our hopes that He would release our Kashmiri brothers from the prisons of India. The verses from the Holy Quran.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر.
Islamic Republic of Pakistan. I would just begin with one verse from the Abdurrahman bin Saleh al-Ushmawi. He is a Saudi poet, and he says about Kashmir: Ya wayha Kashmirul hazin lam tazil, Ya wayha Kashmirul hazin lam tazil, تشكو وليس لحالها تغيير يا إخوة الإسلام ما زالت لنا يا إخوة الإسلام ما زالت لنا همم وأجنحة بهن نطير. So I would request Deputy Consul General Adnan Javed to please come on the rostrum and convey the message we received from President of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Dr. Arif Alvi.
Violation of international law, including the UN Charter, the Fourth Geneva Convention and the relevant UN Security Council resolution. India has been consistently engaged in efforts to further entrench these illegal measures through artificial demographic changes, political engineering, economic marginalization of the local people, and an assault on Kashmiri identity and culture. It is alarming that India is undertaking demographic changes in illegally Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir by bringing non-Kashmiris to settle in the valley. India's heavy-handed approach frequently manifests itself in extrajudicial killing, arbitrary detentions, custodial tortures, and forced disappearance, and use of pellet guns in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. India has muzzled the media and incarcerated the Kashmiri leadership and defenders of human rights. These excesses and brutalities have been well documented by several human rights organizations and international media.
Message we received from Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Nawaz Sharif. Saqib Ali Khan, Community Welfare Attaché, please come on the stage.
Continued its illegal occupation of Jammu and Kashmir and suppressed its people. Thousands of Kashmiris have sacrificed their lives and suffered countless atrocities at the hands of the Indian occupation forces. Ladies and gentlemen, the already bad situation took a turn for the worse following India's illegal
A message on this occasion. So I would request Madam Tahrim to please come on the stage and deliver the message to the audience.
Illegal and unilateral actions of 5th August 2019, India has opened a new chapter in suppressing the people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. With fresh delimitation of electoral constituencies, issuance of millions of domicile certificates to non-Kashmiris, and addition of hundreds of thousands of non-Kashmiris in the voters' lists, India's ruling dispensation aims to transform Kashmiris into a disempowered minority in their own land. Kashmiris are living in a constant state of fear as Indian forces engage in indiscriminate use of force and extrajudicial killings in staged coordinated search operations. Political activists and human rights defenders face arbitrary detention, torture, and confiscation of properties. India must end its gross human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir.
فتمردوا ضد العدو وثوروا يا أهل كشمير وجاموا فاصبروا إن الصبور بالانتصار جدير غدا بلادكم تنال حقوقها ويعمها بعد الشقاء سرور. So I would request Mr. Waqas Inayat, Chaudhry Waqas Inayat, from Jammu and Kashmir Overseas Committee to please come on the stage and share his thoughts on this occasion.
His Excellency Consul General Pakistan, Jeddah, His Excellency Ex-Consul General and Ambassador of Taliban Kokar, dignitaries from our highly respected Saudi guests and my respected community members. Being son of this soil, being a Kashmiri, I have to share few words about the 5th of February, the Kashmir Solidarity Day. Respected dignitaries, this day is observed by the people in Pakistan and Kashmir to stand with those who have been fighting for the freedom for more than 70 years. This day is also celebrated in the memory
for freedom. Today, we appeal to all the world leaders and international community to raise their voice against the brutal oppression of Kashmiris who are suffering under the occupying forces of the government of India. We urge them to demand that India must, number one, immediately lift the military siege, restore all internet connectivity and communication links, release all political prisoners including underage children, journalists and civil society members, to allow unfettered
Pakistan observes Kashmir Solidarity Day every year to reaffirm the pledge to continue political, moral and diplomatic support of their Kashmiri brethren for their right to self-determination promised by human rights in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Amnesty International in its annual report slammed India for putting human rights defenders at heightened risk of surveillance by the Modi government agencies in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The International Committee of the Red Cross had been forced to stop its humanitarian works in the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir ever since 5th August, when the Indian government stripped the region of its political autonomy. International Committee of the Red Cross in its report disclosed Kashmiris inmates faces torture and sexual assault. Over 1 million brute Indian forces have turned Kashmir into a living hell. They have killed 96,163 Kashmiris in cold blood since January 1989.
And worst blackout on communication. This action were flagrant violation of UN Security Council resolution sought to change the internationally recognized despotic states of Jammu and Kashmir and try to change the demography. Palestine and Kashmir Muslim continue.
जम्मू कश्मीर के आवाम की तरफ से आज जहाँ कहीं भी पाकिस्तानी और हमारे आज़ाद कश्मीर के भाई मकबूजा जम्मू कश्मीर के आवाम से यकजहती का दिन मना रहे हैं, उनको ये हौसला दे रहे हैं कि आप किसी सूरत में तन्हा नहीं। हिंदुस्तान कितने भी मजालिम ढाए, लेकिन कश्मीरी ने अज़्म किया है कि कश्मीरी अपने हक इरादत के लिए अपनी जद्दोजहद जारी जारी रखेंगे। और इसी वजह से पाकिस्तान की हुकूमत और पाकिस्तानी कौम आज दुनिया भर में कश्मीर के साथ यकजहती मना रही है, और दुनिया के हर डायस्पोरा, चाहे वो अमेरिका हो, यूरोप हो, बरतानिया हो, और ख़ासकर
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored tonight to have with us General Retired Abdullah Al-Ghamidi. He is basically former defense advisor at Saudi Embassy in Islamabad. I would request His Excellency please come on the stage and share his thoughts.
India is once again able to falsify and arbitrarily claim that the issue of Jammu and Kashmir is an internal problem. This is really nonsense. Firstly, the issue of the independence of the Muslim Kashmiri people from the Indian side has been launched since the inception, as Kashmiri has been a disputed area since the partition. Even if we ignore that Indian line, the internal accomplished with any statement systematic killing of defenseless innocent people in their own independent homeland is not above international law. Secondly, Pakistan is fully aware that economic activity, dialogue.
I have a video message by the ex-president of state of Jammu and Kashmir, which we have in Pakistan, Sultan Mahmood, Barrister Sultan Mahmood. So I will request the stage, please play the video message.
मकबूजा कश्मीर में भारतीय मज़ालिम एक तवील अरसा से जारी हैं और लोग अपना हक़ खुदरादियत मांगने के लिए जिद्दोजहद कर रहे हैं। 5 अगस्त 2019 को भारत ने आर्टिकल 370 और 35A को एब्रोगेट किया, और उसके बाद वहाँ पर ऐसे इक़दाम उठाए जैसे वहाँ की डेमोग्राफी को चेंज कर रहे हैं, 4.2 मिलियन फेक डेमोसाइज दे दिए हैं, वहाँ हल्का बनिए डिलिमिटेशन भी कर रहे हैं ताकि वहाँ पर किसी हिंदू को वज़ीर-ए-आला बनाया जाए। इस पर हमने हमेशा 5 फरवरी को मकबूजा कश्मीर के लोगों के साथ यकजहती का इज़हार किया।
Conversant with the Pakistan international history and Kashmir cause, Dr. Faiz Abedin, a Saudi scholar. So, ladies and gentlemen, behold and listen to the scholarly
international community organization, मेरे प्यारे भाइयों और बहनों, let me greet you the best of greetings in the entire universe, the greetings of the heavens and the earth, the greetings of Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We have heard tonight from the various speakers about Kashmir Solidarity Day. But for 75 years, this case of Kashmir or Jammu Kashmir has not been settled. And while we have heard that there must be more emphasis put to this problem by the OIC.
Representative of Pakistan to OIC to please come on the stage and put his stance for tonight, sir.
Kashmiris have lived under the embargo of fear, torture and suffering. The Indian state has, however, hell-bent upon denying them the right of self-determination. Ladies and gentlemen, the human rights situation in the Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir has...
कश्मीर के हवाले से 5 फरवरी को हम यकीनी तौर पर हमारी पूरी कौम ये दिन मनाती है, 24 करोड़ कौम बाहर निकलती है, सॉलिडारिटी का इजहार करती है पूरी लाइन। हमें यकीन है कि ये हम इंशाल्लाह करने में कामयाब हो जाएंगे। OIC के लेवल से हमारी कोशिश ये होगी कि आइंदा साल ये दिन 5 फरवरी तमाम
the OIC, its entire team, its leadership and the 54 member countries for consistently supporting the Kashmir cause. I think after the United Nations, OIC is the only multilateral and international organization which has throughout supported the Kashmir cause in its annual declarations, annual resolutions, where they have always supported the Kashmiri people and supported the Kashmir cause. And as Ambassador Fawad has mentioned, the recent visit of OIC Secretary General to Jammu and Kashmir, we pin a lot of hopes, and we are very optimistic that with more proactive role by the OIC, there are more positive prospects of peaceful resolution.
وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم يا إله العالمين या अकरम अल-अकरमीन, हम यहाँ पे तमाम मुसलमान भाई, सऊदी, पाकिस्तानी और ख़वातीन और जितने भी हाज़रीन हैं, सब मिल के या अल्लाह तेरी बारगाह में दस्तबस्ता दुआ कर रहे हैं कि हमारे कश्मीरी मज़लूमीन के ऊपर जो जुल्म ढाए जा रहे हैं, या अल्लाह इंडिया से इनको नजात अता फरमा। या अल्लाह जो शुहदा, जो ख़वातीन ने अपने सुहाग लुटा दिए हैं, जिन बच्चों ने अपना बचपना